Today on Breakfast, they're responsible for some of the biggest decisions in our communities, so why don't we care about who is elected to the local council?
A second gold and a new Paralympic record. Liam Malone stuns once again in Rio.
The Christchurch filmmaker who scored an invite to next week's Emmy Awards.
And we're in France as our involvement in the Battle of the Somme is commemorated.
Good morning, New Zealand. It is great to have you with us for breakfast this Friday.
That's right. We've got local body elections starting. We've got the Kiwi going to the Emmys, and it's your last day.
It is my last day. Yeah. So we'll be saying goodbye. But let's not labour the point. Let's get to the news. I really like that quote, Emma, that it didn't create character, it just revealed it. I think those are some very wise words. A beautiful service. Thank you for your time this morning. Our Europe correspondent, Emma Keeling.
So it's our Nadine's last day on the couch today. So two of our breakfast friends in the capital have sent this special message.
Morning, Nadine. Morning. On behalf of the two Chris's, or on behalf of this Chris, all the best, and thank you for your friendship and your banter at 6:45 every morning over the last 7 months. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a huge amount of fun. Looking through bleary eyes down that camera at 6:45 a.m. in the morning from Wellington. We were always a bit worried when you were the interviewer, Nadine. With Rawdon, you know, you could always go a bit off-piste. With you, it was always stick to the script, and they were always pretty tough questions with you. So I just want to say thanks very much for great times in the morning, and all the best for the future.
All the best.
Oh, I put him under the pump, did I?
Exactly. What I notice is that they both wore ties. When you spoke to them earlier in the week, they looked like they'd been on I don't know, some kind of all-night bender. No ties, no nothing, hair messed up, but the ties were on, the hair was done, out of respect.
I got a lovely bottle of wine and a card from Chris Farfoy, but obviously I've asked too many hard questions of Chris Fisher, because nothing.
No wine, nada.
No, they're great characters and we always enjoy them. I'm sure we'll see plenty more of them in their political careers.
And there's plenty more of where that came from. More of Nadine's best moments coming up all through the morning.
And what I fear, probably a few of the worst. Also coming up, a little bit of Kiwi star power. Next up, we meet the Kiwi filmmaker taking off to LA for the Emmys.
Their decisions have a huge impact on our daily lives, so why is voter turnout so low for local body elections?
And our Kiwi Blade Runner does it again. Liam Malone picks up his second Paralympic gold medal in stunning style, a world record to boot. We are live to Rio. Good morning to you in the Garden City. It says here you're in for some high cloud today, which we can see, but there also looks like a bit of a low cloud hanging about thus far. A little bit of early morning rain. Strong northerlies. You're heading for a pretty warm day though, 21 degrees.
And it's 3 minutes, oh, pardon me, it's 8 minutes to 7 o'clock. The 68th
And Nadine, you asked about the weather in Fiji. Clear skies and 30 degrees. You can get on with the business of being fabulous.
Is that me, is it?
Well, no, but you'll be.
So I needed to have a wax before I went on holiday.
Oh dear. The glasses are awesome.
Now, we've seen a lot of our local politicians in the past few weeks.
We've got the pictures to back them up.
Oh, that's a lovely story. Nice to be able to remember your grandfather.
Your news update is next, and then later, could everyone's favourite condiment be losing its flavour? Why good old tomato sauce may be on the out.
Plus, she is back in the spotlight now, but what made Renee Zellweger disappear for years?
It's nice to have her back.
It certainly is. Finally this morning, Sasha, one of our A-listers has shown off a hidden talent.
That's right. Now, we know that Lady Gaga has a new album called Joanne that will be coming out on October 21st, but there's some rapping that I think we need to talk about first. Take a look.
See, she's 28, but she'd be 36. You know it from the facelift and the Botox hits. She burned her birth certificate because truth, it rips, and she'll be 87 before she calls it quits. So happy birthday, Naz. You know you're looking good. We know you're going to party like a cougar should. Keep up with all the surgery and it's understood. We'll keep your little secret, baby. Knock on wood.
I'm sorry, I had to do it. Nadine, you are such a delight, such a pleasure, and I just want to say good luck in the future. You're the best.
Oh, thank you so much, Sasha. It is always lovely to talk to you. Can't believe you did that to me. I have to point out that was written for my birthday a few years ago by a very clever former staff member, and I got talked into doing it on the television. Lived to regret that one, didn't I? Thank you, Sasha. Sasha Pearl-Raver, our lovely showbiz correspondent.
Still to come on... Oh, no, still to come on Breakfast.
But they never take the country out me. I got hot sauce in my bag. Swag.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
From Beyonce lyrics to supermarket sales, why hot sauce is suddenly flavour of the month.
What we need is a great big melting pot.
And some of New Zealand's most iconic artists are heading out on a nationwide church tour.
Welcome back to Breakfast. The 8 o'clock news is coming up very shortly. Now, we are saying goodbye to Nadine today, but also someone else who's very special, Selena, our traffic reporter.
This is a gorgeous graphic, isn't it? Selena's not leaving us all together, but the traffic report's going to look a little different come Monday. So we thought we'd take a little bit of a look back, because 2 years ago she became the first ever TV traffic reporter in New Zealand, and she has helped many of you who hit the road in the mornings and given others a reason to stay off it or gloat about what traffic looks like in your region. So we have said goodbye to her infamous orange shirt a while back, and now we say adios to her.
We can fix it now. Time for a feature. It's this our new feature on Breakfast. It's the traffic with Selena.
Good morning. A crash has closed State Highway 2 just north of Oporiki this morning.
Crazy about kitchens. We're crazy about kitchens at Kitchen Mania. What's the whistling all about?
Everybody,
yes.
Chance you might be able to fix that board.
Oh, thank you. Well, I think that's Selena still tuned in.
This little Kiwi chick had a lucky escape after trying to hatch upside down. The unseasonably warmer weather has extended cat's typical breeding season.
Selena, were you aware that I'm an Italian stallion?
No, Italian saying no, I wouldn't have picked it.
Oh, golly, time for another hug.
Oh, there's a lot of love. Very strange. He's very full on and I think a tad crazy.
Be sure to wear a big hat, bright bold colours and a good pair of heels.
Check out these gummies too.
The eyewear is a particular highlight.
Look how big they are. They've given me a cake and it's orange. I think a bit of a gag for my shirt that I started out in.
And the highway could be closed for a couple of hours.
And we have some crashed cars, so hopefully that's not to do with my bad reporting. How do you ring your seatboard? There's no button. Why isn't it like a normal car?
What's that?
It's a window wipers! Have you seen this?
I was going to stop there and we were going to have more. What if I just turned here? Like this.
And do you know what my New Year's resolution for in 2015 is? To meet Selena. I reckon you hide her in a cupboard somewhere.
She is real, she exists, but it's a top secret where the traffic centre is, so okay. We may never find her.
Well, GCSB will get them on Twitter.
So many embarrassing times, guys, but so many amazing times. You guys have honestly been the most incredible team to work with. A big thanks also to NZTA for putting up with me for the last couple of years. They can finally get their space back. To Caltex for sponsoring this slot. Obviously, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, and to the viewers, to you guys for watching. You know, I'm absolutely thrilled to have become the first TV traffic reporter in the country, and over the last 2 years, I've done more than 2,000 live crosses, so it has truly been an amazing experience. Thankfully, we got rid of that orange shirt after a few months, and I don't think it's going to be making any comebacks anytime soon. But thank you. Traffic will be continuing on this show, but I'll be stepping aside, moving behind the scenes for a while into a producing role. But thank you, because it has been truly an absolute blast.
Oh, and thank you, Selena. You look gorgeous in any colour, even the orange shirt, and we love you very much. So That was a fitting farewell.
Fitting farewell. If you've been creeped on by the Prime Minister, you know something's happened.
You've made it.
The news is next.
All right, it's 8 o'clock.
I got hot sauce in my bag. Swag.
Ooh, yeah,
it's Friday and Nadine's final show, so we're throwing out the rule book. Case in point, we talk tomato sauce with the panel.
Saucy. We meet the writer who is gripping the world with his fiction meets fact stories. Good morning. We interrupt normal programming to bring you breaking news. Great to have you with us for breakfast. Good evening and welcome to 7 Sharp. Welcome to NZI Business. I'm Nadine Chalmers, 6 o'clock team. Good evening.
I love that here. We take a walk down memory lane with Nadine's many news roles here at TVNZ.
Derek Zulander.
I am from Interpol. I need your help.
She's hot. I trust her.
We need you to infiltrate the world of high fashion.
Plus, it's not all hard work and no play. Stick around, we've got some of the less serious moments as well.
I'm sorry, I can't understand.
I knew that eventually the walk down memory lane was going to go back to that first terrible haircut.
No, it's a Louise Brooks. It's very stylish. It's classy.
It was the very first thing the TVNZ stylist did. She rang me when I got the job and she said, please stop cutting your hair. Anyway, looking forward to a bit of nostalgia over the next hour. It is great to have you with us for my final show. Let's get to the news.
Yeah.
Awesome. Looking on the bright side. Now, coming up on the show...
But they never take the country out me. I got hot sauce in my bag. Swag.
Famous line, that one. Forget tomato sauce, why hot sauce is taking over. More than just because of the Beyonce lyrics.
One burning two flames. Freedom, freedom. I'm talking to you. See you standing over there with your body. Feeling like I wanna rock with your body.
It is 8:15. Condiments. They're a multi-billion-dollar industry. All right, we are chatting to some of New Zealand's most iconic musicians as they prepare for a reunion tour.
And I have to say, bit sad to be losing my partner in selfie crime. You don't know that Nadine and I, whenever there's someone fabulous in the studio, we're kind of creeping around trying to figure out how we can take selfies with them. So go well, Nadine. We love you and we wish you all the best. We know that you'll be an absolute superstar in whatever you choose to do.
Thank you, Renee. I've got to say that Renee is one of those people who is as beautiful and as kind in person as she seems on the TV, and I will miss you. But I'm sure I'll see more of you.
Thanks, Nadine.
Aww. Well, do you guys remember this tune?
Thank you very much.
All the best
with the church tour.
Thank you very much for having us.
There's cake coming. Stick around. There'll be heaps of cake.
Stick around. Well, there won't just be cake. There'll be all kinds of gags as well as goodbyes as we farewell our Nadine. Please stay with us.
Bye-bye happiness. Hello loneliness. I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love. Bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness. I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love. Goodbye. I'm talking to you. See you standing over there with your body. Feeling like I wanna rock with your body. And we don't got...
Everyone's been fretting this week that Sam has left our screens. Fear not.
No,
he's not. He's not going anywhere.
Some people are like, oh,
he's not
no.
going anywhere. Can I just
That's
well?
good.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about ladies.
No.
Sammy.
And it is, you know, you've done a wonderful job. It's your special day, and you've turned up in a wedding dress, which is absolutely fantastic as well. You look gorgeous as ever.
It wouldn't make a bad wedding dress.
It's gorgeous.
That's the first thing I thought. Is like, oh my goodness, there's going to be a TV wedding.
No.
Right. Even though it's my day off, I'm getting pressure from the director to throw to a clip. So we're going to go and do a little bit of heartfelt stuff now. We just mentioned the business element, and that's kind of where it all started for Nadine. And we're going to go and catch up with Corin, because he's got something to say.
Nadine, right, so for those who maybe don't remember, Nadine and I go way back to when TVNZ had a business program. So I was the business host of that program for 2 or 3 years. and I had previously worked with Nadine at Radio New Zealand, and she was a young business correspondent, and I was hugely impressed with her knowledge. You don't come across that many young journalists interested in business news. She was all over it and fantastic. So when I'd been at the business show for a wee while, I kept hassling my producer, Brett Kamal, at the time that he needed to get Nadine across, And of course she did come across, and once she did, she absolutely took off and flew. She started as a reporter, but it was pretty evident, pretty clear that she was going to end up, or that you, Nadine, were going to end up as a presenter, and it has been awesome to watch you progress and develop into a world-class broadcaster and presenter. Although I do remember one pretty funny moment early on in your career when you were, I think it might have been a midday story that you were reporting on. Could have even been your first live cross, dare I say it, or one of the early ones. And I don't think it could have gone worse. None of it, of course, I should add, was your fault. It was all down to the camera, I think, who didn't realise that you were live. He was pointing at a fence in a field somewhere, and you were telling him to swing round and focus on you. It all went to air broadcast. I'm sure you are being reminded of that fact from time to time, but it didn't matter. You threw it off and have always been so professional and so fantastic. So I wish you all the best in whatever you're doing. It's been a pleasure working with you, so go well.
Oh, I have a special place in my heart for Corin Dan. He's such a clever, talented man, isn't he?
Yeah, and that Bob.
So kind.
Absolutely amazing.
It's good that you brought it back.
Yeah, the
Bob was actually my very first fill-in shift in 2009, hosting that show.
No way.
And so I still had the bad haircut.
Was that when you cut your own hair?
Well, not quite, but that was when they'd told me, stop doing whatever you're doing, stop.
Look, there has been some amazing memories. Come dine with me.
Saturday breakfast?
Saturday breakfast has been so much, but I had to choose one clip, and I just remember this day because it was just so much fun to shoot. So I've gone with my favourite memory together with you, Nadine, on air, as Zoolander.
Derek Zoolander.
I am from Interpol. I need your help.
She's hot. I trust her.
We need you to infiltrate the world of high fashion.
We're back!
Yeah! God help us all.
You were amazing.
I'm sorry, I can't understand a word that you're saying.
Just smoking hot. Absolutely smoking hot. The whole time I just couldn't stop staring at you. I was like, you just look amazing. And the product was fantastic, but the moments behind the scene, that's where you create your friendships, and some of the bloopers kind of give you guys a small taste of what it's like and how much fun we've had over the years together. That was the throw.
Stare down the camera and then do it. Make love with the camera.
That nearly worked.
One more time. A little bit more evil.
Yeah.
We've had so much fun, Sam. You're like a brother to me. You're a slightly inappropriate brother at times, but I love you like a brother.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like, you know, careers, they do this. But I can safely say someone as gorgeous as you, someone as talented as you, you are, as a presenter, all the things that I'm not: accurate, concise,
organised.
Organised. And you are just going to fly and fly far. So, yeah.
Bring it in, buddy.
Yeah. It's not like anyone's dying, mate.
No,
exactly. And we're still going to be friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, stay with us. We'll be right back with one final farewell.
Wherever you go, go with your babe, go with your babe. I'm willing at my store, I definitely wouldn't miss a thing. When you're lost on your own and you're wondering if I'm following.
I just want to pay particular tribute to Nadine this week. She's been amazing. Graceful and sophisticated was a word that popped up from one viewer, and I can attest to that very strongly. So just before we get to the final farewell, here's our best job of summing up Nadine's time with us at breakfast and her wider TVNZ career.
Hanover investors, the economy raises concerns. Where was the government? Why now are you moving into perfumes? Sort of like a moisturiser, a very fine moisturiser. It was quite milky. He's just a kid, right? He's alone in the bush. He's scared.
Scared? No, he's not. He's not a scared little kid.
And you're fantastic in the film.
That is high praise indeed. Sam Neill just said I was good. The question that a lot of investors are asking is what happens once this... We're live, aren't we?
Well, no, it seems.
Reporter Sam Calway joins us now live. Sam, you two go be children. I'll host the show. So let me show you how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, your entree is served. And invite you to click on me while they think they've fixed the water. See you, Prime Minister. I knew that I picked the smart one. A little chilly here in the studio. Damn, this is hard. But Nadine's big brass band reporting for duty. Need to know. It's actually really hard. You can sleep on it.
You can sleep on it.
Sounds like some sort of dying animal.
A sort of arrogant pout.
And he bobs his head a little bit.
Around here.
We're live, aren't we?
You gotta take it in. This is gotta be good life. This is gotta be good life.
Only.
40-something floors. I'm dead. Oh, thank you guys.
There you go.
Oh, you had to put the emotional music under it. I was doing so well right up until about then. Oh, look at you all.
Come on in.
Oh! Selena does a drive-by.
Oh, look, I don't want to say too much because I will cry a lot. And also, I guess it's not the Oscars, right?
Yeah.
And so, Helen, if you could help me out here, because I wrote down things because I knew I was going to lose the plot. Can you roll it up? Roll it up. Keep going, keep going. But I do feel a little bit like I've grown up on this show because I arrived at 23 and you saw all the stuff on business and there was the reading the news and then there was sitting on this couch with a variety of different people. Thank you for being here for the last week, Tim. So 8 years, I think it's been, and most of it has been spent on the breakfast couch. And the decision to leave was a hard one, a considered one, but I think the right one. And so now I'm losing it. Change is a constant though, right? And careers have many acts, and like Sam said, I don't think the curtain has come down on mine just yet. But I have had the chance to work with some amazing people. I've made some really good friends. I've learnt some hard lessons too, and that's important. So many people to thank, don't want to name them all because I'll forget someone, but there is a small but really hard-working team on Breakfast. They've worked hard on this show, they're working hard on the new show, and so I have no doubt that it's going to be a success. And the best thing about them is that they can maintain their sense of humour at ungodly hours of the morning. Thank you to hundreds and hundreds of people who've got in touch and said really nice things. I'm going to focus on those ones. I have actually read them all, and I am really grateful that you've had me in your living rooms and tolerated my missteps, because I'm sure there have been many. The past 10 weeks hasn't all been that easy, so that's why the biggest thank you has to go to my beautiful fiancé. I already knew that I was marrying a gem, but he's really good at reminding me why I am. So thank you, I love you, and I am excited about the future. There's some really promising things on the horizon, so I'm really looking forward to a sleep-in and a holiday. Bye.